Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Marshal Gotan here, bringing you a new test video. This is the start of hopefully a long-term-ish series devoted to one of my nerdy things that I haven't put on my YouTube channel yet, which is roleplay. Just knocked the microphone. I am joined by three of my associates, compadres, hood gang peeps.
Hood gang peeps.
I don't know why I said that. I just.
Yep.
Okay, that's the thing now. You're my hood gang peeps.
Yep.
Who are play characters in a campaign that I am GMing, SMing, whatever, space mastering, I guess, because it is space, and the system we're using is Stars Without Number, which is actually a free-to-play game. Well, you can get it for free anyway, as you can see here. Go on drivethrurpg.com. I'm totally not getting paid for this, so this is free. RPG, drive through. Give me money, you fuckers. This is free.
Nice.
You can get a free download, as you can see on
yes, they
the
will
video
certainly
now.
give you all of that moolah, as I hear it's told by the cool kids these days, for promoting their free product.
The moolah. Well, actually, I'm
Obviously.
promoting sine. Oh god, sine. How do you sine? Nomine Publishing. I hope I said that right. On the website Drive Thru RPG, you can download it for free. Free PDF. There is a free edition. It's free. Free. How many more times can I spam free?
No
Free.
monies. Free.
Freedom!
Whoa. Okay. So let's quickly go around and introduce everyone. So, first of all, we have well, they're all player characters, but they all play women in the campaign. First of all, we have, because he's first, we have Dracus. Dracus, introduce yourself.
Howdy.
There we go. He's playing a psionic user. Well, one of the 3 psionic users we have in the party, the 5-man party. And then we have the Dark Scarlet, aka Wolfsis. Say hello,
Hi.
Wolfsister.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. And then
Hello.
last we have someone who's been on the YouTube channel before, Kitty Cat Caroline. Hello. Kaz.
Hi.
Hello. There we go. So, yes, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? We're doing a
Okay,
recap
space.
video. We're doing a recap video. Oh yes.
We're doing something?
Yeah. So I will be doing a separate GM SM. Kind of makes me sound like I wear leather all the time, but you know, whatever.
You do. Yay.
do I?
Leather in space.
Okay.
Space leather.
Space
leather.
leather. But no, I'll be
Since
describing.
the Great Cow Holocaust of 3,205, oh wait, that's 5 years in the future, leather is now synthetic, or something, I don't know.
Space cows.
You haven't actually
Yeah,
encountered
space
any
cows.
animals yet.
Made of people.
You have not encountered any animals yet, so you don't know.
Nope.
But no, I'll go into in-depth story stuff in my particular campaign in a GM, SM turn thing for the in-game factions. It's one of the mechanics of Stars of Number. So, what are we doing today? We are doing a recap, as I said before. So, we have had 3 sessions so far.
Yeah.
Or 2 in my head, because the first 2 were kind of like the first session split in 2, but whatever. So all of us are going to go through and recall the tales of the first 3 sessions.
Yes.
And
Oh my gosh, this is just like the Battlestar Galactica remake.
what?
Yeah, well, the series begins in proper, but before the series begins in proper, there's a 2-part miniseries pilot, which ends in people getting into space.
Oh my god, we are.
Dum dum dum.
Jesus.
I mean,
Right.
to be perfectly honest, nobody has had sexual congress with a robot that we know of yet, but, you know,
But you never know. There's still time. There is still time.
Iran?
sure we'll get their
What?
revenge.
Space prostitute. I told you.
I mean, Kaz's character
No one
could, you know,
implied that.
could
To be honest,
have
yeah.
sex with a sniper rifle, so.
No.
Chewers and
She
slanderers.
loves her sniper rifle.
Oh
but
yes, she
She won't
does.
go that far.
Yeah. The gun's her mum. She wouldn't.
Yeah, it's Mama.
Yeah, it's big
Mr.
mama.
Marshall.
Oh yeah.
10 points if he gets the reference.
Of course I get the reference. I'm a nerd.
What about people watching?
Oh, right, okay.
Not you.
Comment if you
Sorry,
get
what?
Oh, I'm
Comment
sorry
if you
then.
get the reference.
comment if you get it.
I can comment and say I don't.
You don't? You haven't watched it then?
Mm.
Oh, go watch it. Dread.
I'll tell you
Go
later.
watch Dread.
Ah, Han.
What? I've said. Yeah, I know what's the answer.
Yeah,
But
fail. Yep.
I mean, to be perfectly honest,
they
I've
had
seen Dread
plenty
like
of time to put
maybe
the answer in the comments.
7 times, but there's no gun named Mama in it, so
No,
Hmm?
it's
No, it's
reference to a
because-
person.
I know it's Madeline Madrigal, the drug lord.
Right.
It was awesome.
Tangents. First session. First session. Oh,
Stop debating the origins of my gun.
You're praying to the glory that is editing.
everyone got to the planet Tartarus, which is, if you look to the video, it is in this system here, in the middle of the galaxy. I should probably say the galaxy's name, shouldn't I? No, that can come in the SM turn. Yeah. So they all got to the planet from their various backgrounds. And I'm looking at the wrong page, so I can't actually say. It's my little DM book. Got a little DM book. For all of you GMs out there, have a little book. Keep notes.
Always have a book.
Very useful.
Have a little. Yeah.
Alternatively, create your own wikis.
No, do not create your own wikis. Okay, first session. Right, here we go. I've got my notes. So they all appear on the travel. What did I say? So, they all turn up at the transport depot thingy. What did I say? Receiving depart. Yeah, receiving depot. For the people coming onto Tartarus, the planet Tartarus. They are met by a guy called Keith, who's a guard at the, apparently the only guard there at the receiving depot.
Okay.
And he keeps them waiting around for a long time for various paperworks before letting them out loose onto the planet. And as any good party do, they did the best thing that can happen for a GM or SM right off the bat, and he split the party.
In our defense, mister.
Here we go. Go on.
In our defense,
Try and defend the
we
maneuver.
hardly knew each other.
Exactly.
Rather, we knew each other in twos.
Well, actually, my character didn't.
Well-
Well, me and Oren didn't really know anyone in particular.
Actually-
that way. No, actually, we did.
You were,
Yeah.
well,
Same.
3 of you
Yeah,
were on
it's
the same
true.
transport for a while. Kimiko wasn't, and then you were all stuck in there for several hours before even Keith came forward. So, you know, it's not my fault all your characters are sociable bastards. Anyway,
Blessing in the Empire.
Wow.
Don't talk to strangers, especially if they look like.
what, other Empire citizens? Yes.
Heck no.
Right, so 2 of our characters who are actually here tonight, Kimiko and Oren, went off to a shady bar as their first stop because,
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do? You're a space traveller. You got to drink.
Booze.
But they got drunk and landed in some trouble with a burning dog mercenary, which we will
Who is
come
very
back to
handsome.
later.
No, no, he was not. You were just very, very drunk.
I think you were very, very drunk.
Yeah, but
Where
I
you were like,
explicitly recall the DM/SM's explanation. This awful-looking human being, through the veils of alcohol, appears to you a shiny golden god.
yeah, but he still.
I think
he
that's
still appeared to me,
paraphrasing, but
basically.
I think that's paraphrasing. But yeah,
But the message is the same.
Yeah, pretty much. But then the other 2 members of the party, one of them is here tonight, Pavane, and Jubei go off to a local data center, which is essentially, for lack of a better word, a giant digital library, looking for research on a particular drug known as Candy Red, official designation 550/765E. And they are blocked out by a large infotech faction called GNN.
Who happened to run the planet?
Yeah, who happened to run the planet now after a giant war, which I will go into in a SM thing. So, failing for that, they try and head off for the GNN headquarters to try and gain access to these records, because, you know, that's a smart thing to do, go to a giant corporation that's blocking access to records. And as you would expect, they're unsuccessful. So they try and find the other guys, and they don't. So they just bed for the night and wait. The next day. The next
I
day.
mean, to be perfectly honest, there wasn't really a bed.
Well, it was kind of like a bit of padding.
Ramshackle.
It's a bit of padding on the floor, maybe.
There was hay in a blanket, damn it.
Exactly, padding.
If in your
Padding.
mind you want there to be hay, then I can't stop you, but it was just some synth padding. Not gonna lie.
This entire section is starting to sound like synth padding.
Oh, God. They go to sleep.
Sleepy time.
And the next day is an eventful day because Oren and Kimiko wake up in a jail cell. Shokora, shokora. They find that
Away
they
from
are
Mama.
they find they have nothing left other than clothes. Someone is covered in blood, and they both have injection marks across them. They get dragged out separately by the local law enforcement sergeant, and are officially charged 15,000 credits to be paid to the GNN for rabble rousing, is what he said. I think that's what I've got in my notes.
Damages incurred and stuff.
They were both shown video evidence of them actually killing people and blowing up a building. Just generally being
Being-
bad people.
Badasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Kimiko.
in the most literal sense of the term, yes. You were doing very bad things and you were acting like asses.
We looked amazing. Only jealous.
okay, they looked amazing apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other two members of the party at the time, the new members only just joined, so at this point it was 4 members. Four. There we go. They meet up, and the cop actually made them a deal that if they deal with the burning dog mercenaries, which are the ones that drugged them and got them to do bad things, they would be let off a little bit easier. So they work their way around this shanty town area, you know, the low-life scum area, not the built-up
Home.
area where GNN calls home, or, you know, the sort of middle area where the data center was. They go to
The space favela.
a guy called Slippery Joe
No,
Good
Uh,
old slippery.
Get out,
and
Sleepy.
make a further deal with him, basically saying
Slippy Toad?
when you deal with them, give me their loot, and then, yeah, I'll tell you where they are. So they agree, and they go off, make a plan together as a 4, get their things, and give some stuff over to the data center person that they met yesterday for keepings, which they never
No.
actually went back and got. Now that I realise.
No,
Yeah, we did.
We kind of did.
No, you
We got-
didn't.
We got that back.
No, you
No,
didn't.
we got
Sure we
that back.
did.
No, you
I was
didn't.
carrying my duffel bag into Slippy Joe's room when he backstabbed us.
Yeah, I'm sure
Oh,
we did.
maybe you did then.
Yeah.
But they get
It's also the fact that it hasn't been revealed exactly how we 4 ended up together, because right now it's only been 2 people who got thrown in the jail and then got out.
No, I've already said that you guys come along and like you search the shanty area and see them stumbling out of the police station.
Yeah.
I've already said you've met up. I just didn't go into great detail on it. But anyway, so
Continue.
finding the location from Slippery Joe, they go off to a set of ruins and begin to slaughter the. I would say masses, but there was only like 3 or 4 of them in there. But they
Hey, we're huge dudes.
They instantly start off the campaign with a grenade through a doorway into a shower cubicle, killing like 3 at once, because that's what you do. And
Now, in our defense...
here we go. Yes.
Yeah, I got nothing. I just didn't do anything.
Oh,
Didn't know
okay.
it.
No, you. There was
You
one
was-
character that was outside.
He's hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But essentially, the combat culminated in Jubei, our large warrior Asian man friend, slicing and dicing a motherfucker. That's a technical term, by the way. You can use that at school. Please don't use that at
Yep.
school. Don't use that at school.
Only use that at school.
No, don't. No, no.
In big bold letters.
Please don't.
Slicing and dicing part, yes.
And then one other character
nothing.
ripping the head off of this particular person and taking it as a trophy.
Tasty.
Yeah.
I was sad.
After this, they go outside and see that the bigger law enforcement of the planet, the government enforcers, the Hunts of the Old Knight, which are a mercenary group, are actually flying towards their location quite fast. So they sort of hightail it away, like being slippy dippies and like going through a load of rockery and stuff, and making it back to Slippery Joe. When they get to Slippery Joe, however, Le Gaspu, double crossu.
Dun dun.
He was
In the
sorry.
words of ye old esteemed Admiral Akbar, 'twas
It's a trap. But yeah, Slippery Joe sells them out to the Hunts of the Night for, profitable gains.
We don't know that.
And
For all we could know, he did the charity of his heart.
Also,
here we go.
Slippery Joe did apologise. So Kimiko believes that he was sincerely sorry.
Yeah, don't watch this video back.
So was also almost assassinated by Jubei's rage.
No, he was not almost assassinated. Jubei
Look,
was
I'm
so
just
angry
gonna-
that he threw a Molotov, or tried to throw a Molotov at Slippery Joe. It actually sailed past Slippery Joe so much that it could have even done a triple loop in the air and gone back to Jubei, but it essentially
Very interesting
hit the back
characteristic for a
wall.
sword fighter, but I'll let you two discuss on that part.
Well, seeing as he completely missed with the Molotov and it clattered and smashed on the back wall and did nothing, then
You just look pretty.
yeah. If anything, he
Ooh,
bat-licked
black.
Slippery Joe as like an evil character, kind of like silhouette thing.
You
But
made
yeah,
mood lighting.
they have to knock out Jubei due to his violent behaviour, and then Pavane randomly decides, you know what, I'm going to join in on this, and like falls over Jubei, and they decide to knock her out as well. And then all four of them are taken to a base of the Hunts of the Old Knight, and that was the first session. The second session obviously starts with them waking up in the base. The supposed leader of the Hunts of the Old Knight on Tartarus begins to question. Well, I say question them. He looks very gruff and angry at them, and sort
He's
of
a
like.
beautiful man.
Oh dear. Oren instantly liked him and got wet and whatever.
He's a beautiful man with scars and armor.
But
Our
yeah.
souls join.
Oh, God.
Everybody who's seen the prison scene in Guardians of the Galaxy on drugs knows where this is going.
Beautiful
What?
man.
It's not an actual scene.
I was going to say, what? But yeah, he begins to interrogate them, and as he does, an executive from GNN walks in that looks very familiar to two of our caputees? That's not a word, is it?
Captives.
Captives. Thank you.
Captives.
I knew that.
Captives.
As I would
the
like to
two
call
are
them,
captives.
unlawful detainees.
Captives. And he begins to threaten them and just generally be evil and bad, and I'm a smooth, suave bad man, not an aggressive bad man. A bad man.
Bad man. Ugh.
I believe I have him in my notes as Freudianly compensating evil executive TM.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Okay, if that's in your notes, sure. And he gives them 24 hours to essentially get off the planet. Otherwise, they're going to get executed. Kimiko, on the other hand, actually meets her sister, who is a hunter of the Old Knight, and basically verbally kicks the executive in the arse.
Damn straight she does.
And gives them contact details to a shipping company, to a specific person in the shipping company. The shipping company being Rat Check Shipwrights, who they actually contact. On the way out, however, the leader of the Hunts of the Old Knight slips over in a little note with a
Yeah.
yeah yeah he does.
Yeah, it does. No one can resist.
Yeah, and then this is the
Well, I
interesting
mean-
bit. They contact Ratchek, and to try and get the price lowered, the females of the group do various things, none of which I'm going to say.
Oh, sod you. You are making this sound a lot worse than it actually was.
But needless to say,
Beast was stunned,
yes,
It was fabulous.
yeah,
and the clone was done.
he was actually a
Just a lot
clone. Because the Ratchek the party discovered are actually all clones. Every single one of them. And this particular one,
It's locked in cubicles.
yes.
Yeah.
This
They're
particular one
clones.
had contacts with Kimiko's sister. We do not know the precise nature of them, but there you go. They bought a ship for 600,000... Touching the butts. They bought a ship
Touching the
for
butts.
600,000 credits, and they get it fully outfitted by Mr. Ratchek. And I figured out the date at this point was the 21st of January 3200. And then thus began the first orbit of our party around Tartarus in space. And thus ended the
Okay.
second session, unless anyone's got anything else to add.
Not with a bang, but with a whimper.
So, thus began the third session where we introduced our fifth party member. The party
Wait, what?
journeyed to the planet Freyryon after being in contact with a Dr. Malkavalian on a simple job of, well, parcel delivery, for lack of a better word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Along the journey, however, which took about 5 hours from planet to planet. Yeah, I should say that the ships are like, you know, sort of have plasma drives and all this kind of funky sci-fi jazz, so, you know, distance and timer work different. But yeah, during the journey, they discover a stowaway who is a small child with olive skin and bright blue eyes. And he's first encountered by Kimiko, then Oren, then Jubei, and then Pavane. Kimiko and Oren treat the kid rather nicely and motheringly, almost. Jubei instantly gets aggressive because he figures out that the kid is actually one of the Korlak race, which I will get into in my SM turn video thing. They're bad people. Well, they were bad people. Because technically they're meant to be extinct, so I'm surprised no one asked the question in the session, but there's always time.
I believe we did.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
No, we didn't
No.
ask, are you supposed to be extinct to the child?
No, you didn't.
No, I did say we did not ask the child, aren't you supposed to be
Oh,
extinct?
yeah, no. You didn't ask any questions.
Because obviously he's not extinct.
But no, so the 5-hour journey carries on with the kids sort of vaguely interacting with the party, mainly Kimiko and Oren. The child actually learns very quickly for a 5-hour journey, and begins to, from speaking no English at all, which is like the overarching sort of common language, to speaking very, very faint broken sentences. So he could say like me hungry and that sort of thing. Pavane, our resident medical doctor, sees a lot of medical stuff on him that is a bit weird, so he's wearing medical clothing, has surgical scars, injection marks on him that are very, very fresh, leading her to believe that he escaped quite recently, and he has had extensive surgery. To what avail, she doesn't know because she didn't look. So they get to the planet Freyryon, and I should mention
I mean,
also
if you
the
want,
kid
you can have an
was
autopsy.
quickly discovered to be a psionic user, as several of the party, well, all of the party members found out to a lesser or greater degree. and thus they got to the planet Frerion and got in contact with Dr. Malkabalian directly, who gave them directions. And they landed, and they met the 5th party member at this point, which was... I can't even remember his bloody character name, so give me a second. Castor Nagata.
Spiky head, gentleman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who was actually a pilot, which is what the party sorely needed, because none of them can fly the ship, repair the ship, navigate the ship, or fire the ship.
We just look beautiful inside it. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, before leaving the planet, because the planet was in a lot better state than Tartarus was on the planet before. That's the planet before. This one's Frerion. They stocked up on food and resources and all that for the ship itself, and also Pavani took it upon herself to slightly upgrade the med bay from like a ramshackle like box of bandages in the corner to having an actual section for a med bay.
But the captain agreed on this.
They then begin to spike drive, with the ship piloted by Mr. Castor. Spike driving is essentially almost like a warp drive from Star Trek, and it can travel from like system to system on this hex-based grid. So, as you can see, they've got here. So, they jumped to 903, I believe, if I remember correctly, and then jumped onto here, which is their ultimate destination for delivering the package. Right. So, when they got to 903, they had to jump out of Spike space, and they found that they had actually driven themselves into an asteroid belt, and as they were trying to traverse to the edge of the asteroid belt, they actually got beset by pirates. Ooh, scary pirates! And thus began a cat and mouse chase through the asteroid belt, culminating in Kimiko being unable to fire a sand thrower.
I couldn't.
Everyone else.
That's not true. She fired it a lot. She just didn't hit Jack.
That's the point. Everyone else being unable to kind of lend as big of a hand as they could have, or
I was
well, I don't know. I suppose they couldn't really.
Emotionally.
Yeah, they were sort of supporting each other. Like, okay, we'll keep calm. Everything's fine.
You all right? Don't worry.
But then
Rub your back.
Castor saved the day with his amazing piloting skills and managed to actually make the pirates crash into an asteroid that had just got in the course of their path behind them. So, props to him. First session, 3Ks.
We don't actually keep a kill count. It's not our intent.
No. So they got into the system where the delivery is meant to be made. This system is controlled by another faction called the Cabal of the Sanctified, which I will get into in the SM video. Go watch it to understand more. And the child had... Oh yeah, I should say spike drive travel time is extended, so it takes 6 days per spike travel. So it actually took almost 2 weeks to get to the planet that they needed to travel to, which was Galba. And in this time, the kid had completely changed and progressed into this strange thing. Yeah, he got buff and really knowledgeable and was digging through people's minds when he shouldn't have been. So, some
Very
secrets
intuitive.
popped up that possibly shouldn't have. And then it culminated in him essentially saying, "I'm leaving the ship." He was there for a total of 2 weeks, I think. Yeah.
12 days.
With 12 of 13 of those days being with party and 1 without.
And he'll be sadly missed by some of the crew.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Sure. Let's
we
go with
ended
that.
the session with them getting into the system and heading towards planet Galba, and that was pretty much it. I think that's sort of a quick catch up. Does anyone else got anything to add? Have I missed anything?
No, pretty much
That
it.
depends on how detailed you want this to be, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I think that's about as detailed as I'm going to get in this quick video.
Yeah.
You know,
if you wanted to be,
I'll
if
tell
you
you
wanted
what,
to be quick and concise, we
if
could
you've
probably
got-
stop there. Yeah.
If you got any questions, comments, put it in the comments down below, down there. Just click it, type it, post it, and I'll
Because
answer
I
it.
assume you're going to go into the lore of the universe in the DM video, and
Yeah, I will.
the same for why the party is going anywhere. So we haven't at all dug into motivations for characters or whatever.
Well, that's not for me to divulge because none of you have really spoken to
No,
each
but
other.
it also wasn't a question asked. Like, I don't know.
Wow.
Well, the only motivation that the party has at the moment really is to get rid of the debt. Bring us the
Money.
girl,
Money.
wipe away their debt.
Monies.
That's the overarching party motivation, I guess. But individual motivation, I suppose, differs. Some are on a quest of freedom. Some are on a quest of discovery. Some are on a quest of love. Some of them are on a quest for revenge, and some of them are just on a quest for because they're bored.
All of the above.
So yeah, pretty much.
I think I got
Yeah.
most of them down right now. Yeah.
So yeah, the whoring bit. So I'm gonna first whore because this is my video.
Oh,
Thanks
right,
for
I thought
watching,
you were
guys.
going to go on about something that didn't happen.
Thanks for watching, guys. I will continue. I will be recording each session as it goes on, and it won't just be the screen that you can see now. It'll actually be like a bit better, but I'm not going to show you now because it's not fully ready yet.
Spoilers.
But I'll be posting them up. The sessions are like 2 to 3 hours long, so I'll probably chop them up into like 3 or 4 videos. I'll also be doing SM turns, as I say, which is essentially one of the mechanics in this where the factions actually get to do stuff on their own, kind of like a strategy game kind of thing for the DM to do. So, or GM, SM, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Meanwhile, what is the world
Master.
doing?
So yeah, I have, follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, all that crap. All Marshal Gotan. Same name across every platform. Keeps it simple. Let's go in the order of Skype as before. So, Adracus, do you need to whore? I mean, you have a stream.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, on occasion I stream video games and game-related content at twitch.tv/plasticity. That's plastic IT, if you want to spell it out, I suppose, with T as a drink, not IT. Never mind. And there's a Twitter account attached to it, which is simply ever and only noticing.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So, yeah, exactly. It's only created for the channel to post. Now there's probably going to be a stream, maybe, sort of, possibly, and it's
Follow.
twitter.com/plasticity.
I'm now following him.
I
It
drink
is-
tea and play video games,
is
sometimes
a-
with friends.
It's literally plastic I and then T, as in the drink,
EA.
with a capital T and a capital P, and not a capital I after plastic.
Because it's a pun, yes.
Lol lol.
So, who have we got next? We have Wolf Sister. Do you wish to rep your artist talents or not?
No. As time goes by, I may draw for this game, so just
Yeah.
little doodles. It may appear, it may not.
No, but I'll flash them up in the video at points.
Trash 'em!
Mate.
And lastly, Kitty Cat Kaz. You got any whoring to do?
Fine. I'll do some whoring.
You don't have to. I mean,
No, I do arty bits as well, so you can check them out on darkserenityart.deviantart.com, or you can go to my kaz3d.weebly.com and check my stuffs out. You don't have to, but it's there if you want.
You can.
right. And I think we'll end it there. So, thank you guys for watching. If you stuck around this long, it's been me, Marshal Gotan, Adracus, Wolfsis, Kitty Cat Kaz. I don't know why I'm pointing around. You're not even here, but whatever.
Yes, we are.
Oh, you're in my
Yeah.
mind.
Just can't see us, yeah.
Yeah. And I will catch you next, guys. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Button. If you'd like to see more, leave a comment below. Please subscribe to the channel to be made aware when there are more videos going up. Thank you.